Hey guys, it's Erin and welcome back to my channel. So a couple days ago I wrote on my Twitter and my Facebook, if you were to see a tutorial, would you rather see a prom drugstore makeup tutorial or would you rather see a spring makeup tutorial? So most of you said spring and that's what I'm going to be doing today. Obviously you can tell by the title, but yeah, we're just going to be doing some color. I'm going to be giving you 3 different lip options. And you know, just in case you're not comfortable with one of the lip options, and keep in mind that all these products that I'm using, you don't have to have the exact ones. As long as you have some shades or colors that are very similar, you will be able to pull off this look. Also keep in mind that if you're not comfortable with the amount of color that I'm using, you could always not wear a lip with it, or you could take away one of the colors that I'm going to be using on my lower lash line. But anyways guys, to get started. Alright guys, so first I'm going to be using my NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk, and what I'm going to be doing is just putting this underneath my brow bone. This is going to be kind of like a set, or like a primer for my brow bone color, just my brow bone highlight. I just like to include this, especially if I want my brow highlight to really pop. So we're just gonna, like I've been doing, just blend that out. Oh, I got a little bit on my brow. That makes me so annoyed. Alright guys, so next I'm going to be going in with MAC's Blanc Type eyeshadow, and I'm going to be using my Sigma E71 Highlight Diffuser brush. And I'm just going to be putting this on my brow bone as well as my crease. This is going to help the eyeshadow blend out and just look a lot more seamlessly. I'm going to be putting it just like in my crease as well, just so we have a nice smooth canvas for the eyeshadows we're going to be putting on. Alright guys, so now what I'm going to be doing is taking MAC's Soft Brown eyeshadow and using my Sigma E35 brush. This is actually new. I just got this in the mail a couple days ago and I am super excited to be using it. But what we're going to be doing with this is just putting this in our crease and blending it up. Ooh, I love this brush. It really does a fantastic blending job. And sorry if you can hear my music, but I just really like this song, so I turned it up. So now I'm going in with my Sigma Diffused Crease Brush, E38, just to kind of like blend my crease out up here a little bit more onto my brow bone. Our lid and the top part of our eye is going to be very simple because the bottom is where we're going to put the pops of color. Right, so now that we have our crease color in there, we are now going to go in, well, I'm going to be using my LORAC Pro palette. And I'm going to be using the color right here. It is called Nude. And I'm going to be using my e.l.f. C brush. Looks just like this. But first, what I'm going to do is take my MAC Fix Plus and spray it on the brush, because it will pick up the eyeshadow a lot more and it's going to make it more pigmented on my lid. Once we have that on our brush, we're just going to go ahead and pack that all over our lid. I told you guys at the top it's just going to be very simple. So just like that. And as you can see, I did get a little bit of it in my crease, and that's okay. We can just go back in with our brush that we used for our crease color and we can go back in and just blend that. So now it looks good. Okay guys, so this is actually the only thing that we're going to be doing on the top of our lid. Now I am going to be adding eyeliner. You don't have to add eyeliner. It's totally optional. Alright guys, so I went ahead and applied my eyeliner. As you can tell, I did do the wing. But anyways, now I am going to go ahead and do my concealer. And I am going to be using my MAC Prolongwear. This is in the shade NW20. I'm just going to put it in a triangle like that because I want it to be nice and highlighted on my face. And I'm actually going to go in with my Sigma Tapered Kabuki F86. If you watch Jaclyn Hill on YouTube, she loves this brush to just blend out her concealer. So I was like, ooh, well, I kind of want to get that to try to blend out my concealer instead of using a beauty blender sometimes. And you know what? I do like it. I do like it. And of course, since it's spring, you want your face to look nice and fresh. Hence why we're going to be highlighting our face pretty well. I'm also going to put some down the bridge of my nose. Sorry if I'm looking like this way, it's just because my my mirror is right there. But I am going to go in with my beauty blender. It is damp. And blend these parts out in my T-zone. I'm going to go ahead and set my makeup with this. And when you're setting your concealer underneath your eyes or anywhere, you don't want to swipe. You want to try to pat more. That way you don't move your makeup. Now that that is all set, I'm going to be going in with my Benefit Hoola bronzer. Brush right here, this side, dipping it in. Go ahead and contour my nose. Because, girl, I got a big nose. And now I'm going to go back in to my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. Take that same brush that I used to contour my nose and just go over it with the powder. Just so it kind of blends in more. And you can't really tell that my nose is like super contoured. Now I'm going to use my e.l.f. Mineral Powder Blush. And still using my Benefit Hoola bronzer, I'm going to add some warmth to my temples and forehead. So it's going to give us some contour in there while still warming up your face. And since it's spring, you probably are spending a little bit more time outside. So, I mean, you know, you can always bronze it up, girl. I'm just going to go in and just blend that out. This is my e.l.f. stippling brush that I'm using right now. Go in. Just a little something. Other side. Our cheekbones just like already. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is put on a blush that is very pink and springy. So I'm going to go in with my BH 10 color blush palette. And I'm going to be using this color right here. If you can see, it's a very pretty light pink. And it's going to go so well with the shadows that we're using on our lower lash line. And this is my Real Technique stippling brush that I'm using. Once again, we don't want too much. We just want that little bit of flush of color. I'll go in with my blending brush, well, my stippling brush from e.l.f. again. Then what I do is I go back in with my Rimmel Stay Matte, and then I just pat it underneath my eyes and up here, kind of towards my temples, just so I get that extra highlighted look. Alright guys, so first what I'm going to do is take my NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk again, and I'm going to be putting this in my lower waterline. Also, what I'm going to be doing is putting it down here, right here, and you will see why we're going to be doing that. Okay, now that we have the white on, now what I'm going to do is take my NYX Wonder Pencil. This is more of a nude pencil, and it is in the color Light. Looks just like this. Now what I'm going to do is just go on top of that white with this. So now, moving on to the fun part, I'm going to be taking my BH Cosmetics Eyes on the 60s palette. I'm going to be going in with this color right here. It's like a light lavender purple shade. Make sure you get lots of color on there. And then we're going to smudge this underneath our lower lash line. keep layering the color until you get the right amount that you want. Key to working stuff underneath your eye is blending. So as long as it's blended, it'll look fine. Seriously, look how pretty that purple is. And this color is especially good if you have green eyes like me. Because if you wear purple on your eyes, it's going to make your green in your eyes pop a lot. So you end up with this after you use the purple. It is so pretty. Like, seriously, look how freaking gorgeous this is. I know it looks kind of weird because it's not put together and we're not wearing mascara yet, but you will see how it comes together. Go in with this green color right here. Just a very light pastel-y green. And we're going to be putting this right here on our bottom lash line where we put that NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil. Once again, you're going to want to pack this on as much as you want to and blend it into the purple that you have on your bottom lash line. Okay, so now that you've got the green on there, we are done with the super pigmented color for our bottom lash line. Now what I'm going to do is, of course, add a highlight in the inner corner of my eye. I'm going to go in with Nude, the one that we used on our lid, and put it in our inner corner for that highlight. And now it is mascara time. I'm going to be using my L'Oreal Telescopic. Surprise, surprise. If you are a follower of my channel and you have been watching my videos, you guys know that I love this mascara so much. And I am going to be applying this off camera because it takes me about like 3 minutes to put this thing on. So I'll be back. Alright guys, so I did go ahead and apply my mascara. On the top, like I said, I used the L'Oreal Telescopic. And on the bottom, I did use my Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara. So now what I'm going to do is just add a highlight to my face, and I'm going to be using the Revlon Photoready Skinlight finish in Bare Light. So what I do is I just put it on the back of my hand, and then dab it just like this on my ring finger, and then lightly tap it on the top of my cheekbones, kind of right here in the front of my cheek, up here, up to the top of my brow bone, just so I can get some really nice highlights right here whenever I turn my face, you know. Put a little bit on my nose. What I'm going to do is go in with NARS Albatross as just a topper for the highlight that I just put on. I'm using my e.l.f. blush brush for this, just to kind of set it, you know. Once again, it's spring. We want that fresh, glowing skin. And I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel, just so I can set my eyebrows. My hairs won't be flying everywhere because, girl, they do. They seriously have a mind of their own. Okay guys, so last thing that we need to do is just put on our lips, and I am going to give you 3 different lip options. Okay guys, so this is the first lip option. I just did a nude lip. This is the Maybelline Nude collection. This is in the color Blushing Beige. Since you do have a lot of color on your lower lash line, you can always go ahead and then keep the lip very simple. I don't have a gloss on top of this right now. I would probably put a gloss on top just to top it off, but honestly, if you have a nude lip, it looks perfectly fine. Hey guys, my brother Jeffrey, say hi. He's whack. He's home from college for like a day or two for a concert. Alright guys, this is the second lip option. This is more of a peachy lip. Oh, I think that this is what I would wear if I were going to be doing this look. And this is the NYX Butter Lipstick, and this is in the color Candy Buttons. Alright guys, so this is the third lip option that I am showing you. This is the Maybelline, one of their Vivids, their Vivid collection. This is the color Pink Pop. It's definitely brighter than it's showing up on camera, but if you like the color and you're like, hell yeah, bring on more color, bring on more pastels, bring on the brightness, you would totally do fine in this color. If I had to pick between 1 or 2 of the lip colors that I have showed you, I would definitely pick the more peach one, the second option, or this one, the brighter option, because I mean, I love being bright. I think it's fun. But anyways guys, that was my spring makeup tutorial with some pops of color. Hopefully you liked it, and if you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if you aren't already subscribed to my channel, I mean, why not be, you know? Go ahead and click the subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for watching.